Titans end up defeating the Ravens 30-24 in a competitive, exciting game in Baltimore. My expectation was the Titans were going to lose this game to the Ravens. The Ravens would get their revenge. They would score more than one. They would score more than one touchdown. The Ravens would score more than 12 points. Both of those happened, and the Ravens would defeat the Titans, getting their revenge after being embarrassed by the Titans in Baltimore the second round of the playoffs, 28-12. And because the Titans wanted it more, the Ravens were not able to defeat the Titans. I was amazed by the Titans' resiliency. Even though the Titans were they kept the game close in the first half, I was still fearful that the Titans would have another second half collapse, since this was after that embarrassment on Thursday Night Football. Lucky for me, I'm very happy to see that the Titans greatly proved me wrong, because they were able to rebound after that collapse. That second half collapse on the Thursday Night Football game, because they played a great second half. They were losing by as much, even though they were losing by as much as 11 points, they were able to come back. They moved the football, scored a field goal, moved the football, scored a field goal, got a needed turnover, an impressive needed turnover, because Lamar Jackson throws a long pass and a Titan defender times it exactly right, is able to intercept the football. Titans have momentum. They take advantage. They move that football. They move the football. They move the football. Continue to move the football with Tannehill throwing passes, and he ends up throwing to A.J. Brown, and multiple Ravens are able to make contact with A.J. Brown, but they're not able to wrap up and tackle him or stop his movement. And then when a Raven defender is finally able to is able to get in front of him, A.J. Brown is still moving, and then McNichols gets behind A.J. Brown and starts to push him forward. At the same time that A.J. Brown is moving forward, McNichols is also pushing A.J. Brown forward, because he wants the Titans to get a first down. And then, better than what I expected, A.J. Brown is able to move into the end zone for a touchdown with getting an assist by McNichols, while a Raven defender is in front of A.J. Brown. And again, I didn't expect the play to have that result. I expected A.J. Brown was going to get a first down, but I didn't expect him to get in the end zone for the touchdown, which amazed me, because I wasn't expecting that result. Without a doubt, one of the best plays of the game. And so I'm very happy the Titans are now leading, and I was also amazed because Tannehill ends up faking to Henry and then easily is able to run into the end zone for a touchdown. Not a touchdown, a 2-point conversion to increase the Titans' lead to 3 points. Except then I'm fearful the Ravens are still going to be able to come back in this game. That they're still going to be able to come back in this game, because they have a high amount of time and they're able to move the football. Looks like they're going to win. They have chances to score a game-winning touchdown, except the Titans is a bend, don't break. They're able to effectively defend when needed. Ravens have to kick a field goal to force overtime, and now I'm fearful in overtime that the Ravens, if the Ravens get the football, which they did, starting with the Ravens would get the football to start overtime, they would move the football and score a game-winning touchdown. Lucky for me, they proved me wrong, because even though the Ravens started with they had the football to start overtime, the Titans defense was able to defend, but the Ravens not gaining a single first down. They didn't do much on first down, and then on second down, a great play by Landry to sack Lamar Jackson to make it a 3rd and long. Ravens able to complete a pass, except Ravens didn't get even close to a first down on 3rd down, so the Ravens punt the football. Then I'm just optimistic with the Titans having the momentum that they're just going to score. They're going to score the points, whether it be a field goal or a touchdown. And they're moving the football. Tannehill continues to complete another pass. So I'm just really optimistic with Tannehill throwing, with the Titans having the momentum, that Titans are going to score the game-winning points, and they did. I didn't want any drama of a field goal, which could either be blocked or missed, giving an opportunity for the Ravens to win the game if they're able to score a field goal or a touchdown. So I was extremely happy that the Titans just removed all drama, and I was amazed because I was on Vol Nation, on the official Titans thread on Vol Nation. I said just score the game-winning touchdown, and then shortly before Derrick Henry, ended up running for the game-winning touchdown, and that's exactly what happened. So I was amazed I was able to type that response, and that's exactly what happened before Henry scored the game-winning touchdown for the Titans in overtime. Great play by Derrick Henry. I was extremely happy that the Titans improved to 2-0 in overtime in overtime games in the 2020 season, along with the fact that they came back to defeat the Ravens in overtime without needing a game, and they won it in the best way possible, which is Derrick Henry running for the game-winning touchdown. And was very amazed by Derrick Henry, mainly because the Ravens defense, they did effectively contain him in the first half, but Titans, they didn't stop giving him the football. They continued to give him the football. Ravens defense got tired in the second half, which is why he had a high amount of yards in the second half after being greatly contained by the Ravens defense in the first half. So I was extremely happy that the Titans didn't stop giving Derrick Henry the football, which they greatly benefited for in the second half, since he ran for a high amount of most of his yards in the second half, along with also the Titans benefiting in overtime because he ended up running for the game-winning touchdown, which, it really wasn't It wasn't that completely unexpected because the Ravens defense was made tired in the second half, mainly by Derrick Henry. And I was very amazed that the Titans ended up winning a game. Again, they won a game-winning. They had that game-winning touchdown, which was a long-running touchdown by Derrick Henry in overtime. I was amazed by that because not just for the fact that it happened, also for the fact that this happened shortly before I posted just score the game-winning touchdown, which happened. So I'm extremely happy that the Titans, they greatly rebounded after losing to the Colts, after that second half collapse versus the Colts on Thursday Night Football. They greatly rebounded. They came back losing by as much as 11 points in Baltimore. They were able to come back. They were able to lead the game. They were able to lead in the fourth quarter, even though the game Ravens were able to force overtime. The Titans were still able to win in overtime. So just a great rebound win for the Titans that I'm extremely happy that they proved me wrong, because I had this picked as a loss before the season started. I was still confident that this was just going to be one of those games that the Titans end up losing even before this game, and I'm extremely happy that the Titans proved me wrong in the best way possible, including they played a great second half, and they also played great in overtime and won in overtime 30-24. A great rebound win for the Titans.